Hey everyone, it's Saturday afternoon, day after they found the mass shooter's body. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we got somebody across the street making all kinds of funky noises. But yes, a little more details that I can give you. He was found in an area on a road called Capitol Avenue right here in my hometown right now of Lisbon Falls. I am, of course, at the place I work on Saturdays. I had plans on coming in here on Saturdays because I had to do a grease job on this. Plus, if you saw Monday's video, that white truck right there, I gotta try to figure out what's that air leak is on that truck. But his he was died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This and that was also, that Capitol Ave is also located behind our high school, which is, I'll give you a quick idea. It's maybe a half a mile from where I'm at right now. Straight through those woods right there. There's a walking trail from the boat launch his vehicle was found at. There's a set of railroad tracks and a walking trail that goes behind the high school, public works, stuff like that. Let me get inside here real quick. And I'll turn this way. There we go. Set you up here. Yeah, if you look up on Google Earth, Capitol Ave in Lisbon Falls, Maine, he was found in a facility called Maine Recycling. In that vicinity, they have not released exactly where he was found, but he was found in the vicinity of Maine Recycling, which pretty much covers almost all of Capitol Ave. Maine Recycling is in the center of what looks like that big loop road. It's disheartening to the families. My thoughts and prayers go out to the families. Do I know any of them? I might. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't had a chance to sit down, read the names and pictures or anything like that. Far as the shooter's family, I do know the members of the family. I did not know the shooter himself. I know his older family members. I'm almost 10 years older than him, so I went to school with some of his. I don't know the direct relation. I'm just gonna assume. Okay, this is just me speaking out loud. I'm going to assume they're his older cousins, is who I went to school with. So when I graduated high school, he was barely in elementary school. So yeah, when I graduated, he was probably maybe 8 years old. I'm sorry this isn't the typical format you normally see. I'm just trying to give you everyone the impact it has had on me. I know I've only posted it in shorts and stuff like that during this whole ordeal, but now I got a chance to really have a chance to stop and talk with you. How this whole ordeal unfolded with me was, I was at home, and of course my daughter, she's in the Air Force ROTC. Our high school does not offer it, but she goes to the Lewiston High School. And of course, Lewiston's where the shooting happened. His vehicle and body was found here in Lisbon, the neighboring town. Where she went to the high school, I get alerts from the school on my phone, text messages and phone calls. I received a message that's stating that all Lewiston schools were going into lockdown. They've done that a few times on us. Okay, they're doing a drill. As I read into the text more, they were having school conferences Wednesday night when this happened. Now, as I know it, they call it, was it just in time or whatever it is, they call it now. When I was younger, I used to be a very active bowler myself. I knew that place as Spare Time Recreation. I think they news mentions about the name as well. I used to bowl over there myself. Now, do I know any of the victims? Again, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to sit down and do anything, so. But I got that alert on my phone that's saying that the schools are going into lockdown. My daughter was home, so I knew whatever was going on at the school, again, I wasn't really paying much attention to it that much. Yes, it had my curiosity up of what's going on, what caused the school to go into lockdown. Well, as I was sitting at home, I had another, probably I'd say 5 minutes after I get the lockdown alert from the school, I get a notification, emergency alert notification on my phone of an active shooter in Lewiston. Now, my son works for Domino's Pizza right here in town. All right, sorry about that. I was interrupted. Plus, I had to deal with a customer, and I finished up greasing this truck, so now it's done. But as I said, kind of thinking where I was at when I got interrupted. I had a squirrel moment. How was that? The alerts, I think, is where I was at. But yeah, I was at home when I got the alert for the active shooter. So, and where my son works down here at Domino's, I called my son to check in on him, make sure he's all good. And I wound up he wanted me to come down. I asked him if he wanted me to come down to make him feel a little more comfortable, a little safer. And he did, so that's when I posted the short that there was an active shooter near the Lewiston near one of the Lewiston schools. Now, all the shorts that I posted from on through, I've been trying to keep everybody up to date on what's going on. But now, at 7:45 last night, state police found his body on Capitol Ave. They haven't said the business establishment it was found at, but it's basically the industrial park for the town of Lisbon. His body was found at 7:45 last night. They made the press conference at 10 o'clock. It's been what, maybe, hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, it's been approximately 15 hours since it's been announced that he's gone. Do I want any ill wishes towards his family? Absolutely not. His family had nothing to do with what happened, what he did. It was all on him. My heart aches for all the family members lost. I'm not doing this video for clickbait or anything like that. I'm just being 100% honest with you how I feel. Are there other people out there that feel the same way as me? Probably, and probably not. But I'm just putting this video out to let you know this is how I feel. To all the first responders that came, not even thinking about it. To all the first responders, police, fire, rescue. I mean, while I was at Domino's with my son, I saw countless state police, county, fire and rescue from towns that are quite far away. Usually like maybe say 45 minutes to an hour drive, normal drive from here. They were going by in front of his employer, Dominos, 70, 80 mile an hour, if not more, trying to get to the victims. As I said earlier, yes, I have been to, as I said, I know it as spare time recreation. The bar, Schmengi's, yes, I have been there. Now, Joseph Walker, the store manager that was killed, I have spoke with him. Do I know him personally? No, I don't. But I have talked to him, and he was a very, very nice guy. I used to ride my Harley over there once in a while with some friends, some buddies of mine. We'd all just jump on our bikes and go over there, and I'm not gonna lie, we'd go over there and have a beer. Then we get on our bikes and go riding somewhere else. To his wife, if you see this, you have my condolences. Now, what we need to do is heal and move on. The moving on part, healing and moving on part is going to be hard for a lot of people. Lewiston, Lisbon, Bowdoin, Auburn are all close-knit communities. We might be enemies on like the softball field, baseball field, any type of sport, but we are all a tight-knit community. To the town of Windham. Thank you. Windham's football field. They put Lewiston in the school colors on their football field, in the town of Windham on their high school football field. Sorry, everybody. It's just hard. Because I can't imagine the grief that those families are going through right now on such a senseless act. It just goes to show that more attention needs to be paid for mental health awareness. I myself suffer from PTSD. And they call it moderate to severe PTSD. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It is a struggle every day. Sorry, I got interrupted again, but again, as I was saying, it's just been pretty hard on this entire community. All three. Lewiston, where the shooting happened, I'm gonna say they are by far suffering worse than we are here in Lisbon. We just happen to be the town that he abandoned his vehicle and committed suicide in. The town of Bowdoin is reeling because of, yeah, that's where he lived. It was pretty intense on my family because my house was literally right smack dab between where his house was and where his vehicle was found. And yeah, again, his body was still only like 2 miles from my house. It was less than a quarter of a mile, maybe just, excuse me, a little over a quarter of a mile from where my son works. Now, how long was he passed away before he was found? Don't know. But we're all trying to heal the wounds, stuff like that. There are GoFundMes for some of the families. I will post links in the description below for them. And please, everybody, stay safe. Hug your loved ones, because we never know when it's our time to go.